Steadily falling temps, flurry activity, bitter cold tonight, warming up a little bit for Wednesdays. It is cloudy and blustery. It is still about 31. And back to Community Matters with Jan, Tony, and guests in studio.
Good morning.
Good morning, and we're back this Monday morning. And so now, everybody, I don't want to hear you don't have anything to do New Year's Eve.
Oh my goodness.
Because now you could come down to downtown Hazleton and enjoy. And Lena Katansky, kudos to her and the First Night Committee because they do a fabulous, fantastic job getting First Night all together. Because it's a lot of work to get these performers and get everything organized and figure it all out. It takes a lot of work, and Lena Katansky does a fantastic job for the last 10 years creating this. And then there's also a First Night Committee that does a fabulous job, and they spend their first night working first night.
Right.
Lena and the committee
Right.
actually sit at the venues to make sure that you have your buttons, or you could purchase a button at that venue. All that committee is spending their their New Year's Eve at first night working. Volunteering
Their time. Getting stuff for next year.
I'm sure though that at midnight they all get to enjoy the fireworks. But you know, thank them, the committee and Lena, for doing this for everyone. So speaking of the holidays and everything, great group of people here in studio. I'm excited. We've been promoting it.
Yeah.
So we have Cryssie Mullins.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us. And Dave Janiszewski. And you two are part of the Gas Station Disco, or are you the Gas Station Disco?
No, we're just two of the four members.
Four members.
Yeah.
So
the other two members are Rob Hampton on drums and Jonathan Bug Price on bass.
okay, and you're
Guitar.
Lead vocals.
and you do the lead vocals.
Yes.
Woo! How exciting. So this band's the Gas Station Disco. How long have you been a group? How did this start?
We actually just got together towards the end of October.
Incredible.
And
Oh, wow.
yeah, it came together pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean we were just talking about it last night. Our first show that we did, we had what, two practices?
Two practices
before that?
before we played out.
Wow.
We've been Rob, our drummer, and myself are members of the original Pop Tart Monkeys, so
Yes.
we've still been doing a lot of reunion shows. So we've been also opening for ourselves by bringing Gas Station Disco out to the opening shows. So that's how that came about, with only having two practices and going out and
And going
performing.
out.
But the response has been incredible so far.
But
It's-
Dave, you've had long history. I mean, from Pop Tart Monkeys, you've been.
Yeah, probably my first notable band was Cartoon back in the early 90s.
Yeah.
I think it was 91 when I joined that band, and I was with them twice at the two stints with Cartoon. And oh my God, I'm not even going to get into all the bands I've been
No,
into
because
over
we're
the
just like
years.
yada yada yada, and then I mean, didn't it go?
Yeah, Rock
every time?
Candy and
Rock
Jetta,
Candy.
there's like, yeah, there's so many of them.
And
But-
your long history, and you're fabulous. I've seen Dave perform numerous times, and he's an amazing guitar player. And Cryssie, how about you? How does your history stem in the music business?
I'm kind of the new one to the band scene.
Yeah?
I just started doing it about, it was mid-2007. I joined my first band. It was an all-female band out of Altoona called Kitty Whip, and I was
Cool
with them for it was great. It was a really great first experience, and a really great group of women. And then I was with them for 6 months. Got into a second band, and when that band split up, it's been about a year that I've been looking for the right group. So.
And so, Gas Station Disco, this name was already in place, or someone?
Actually,
You guys were at a gas station, and there was disco music
Kind
playing.
of, that's
and
pretty much the way it worked out. Rob and I had been at a show with Pop Tart Monkeys, and we were on our way home from there, out in the State College area. And we stopped to get gas, and we're at the gas pumps, and there's this girl there pumping gas, and the music, that plays over their little loudspeaker that they have, and this girl's standing there singing, and kind of impressed by the fact that she didn't care that she was out there by herself singing, and it sounded like really, really great, and we're talking, and we're like, we have to find out who this girl is and what her story is.
It wasn't you, Cryssie, was
Yeah,
it? Oh
yeah.
my goodness!
Oh,
So, Yeah, it was a pretty neat little thing, and just because of the music was kind of like the disco-y kind of thing, and then it just kind of fell together.
So do you guys go over and talk to her? Like what?
Yeah, well, she's right at the next pump, so it was like pretty easy, you know.
Oh,
we basically,
okay.
You know,
And
just-
actually, I mean, I had heard of these guys whenever Rob mentioned his name. I had been talking to one of our sound guys, and he had been telling me about Pop-Tart Monkeys, and I had heard Rob's name, you know, several times, and all good things. So, you know, it was.
And you guys start talking, and then.
Now, were you singing the music, the song from the music that was coming through the loudspeaker
Yeah, it was
at the
yeah.
gas station? Oh, that's funny.
But I mean, it sounded great, and we're just like, which I think we're just impressed by the fact that she was just. You don't see that very often, I guess.
Right.
Like, well, she's
A happy
definitely got.
person.
I sing everywhere I go.
So you talked to her, and then what? You guys started a band.
Well, we found out that she was actually.
Mm-hmm.
This was her craft, not just somebody standing there singing. And it just so happened that Rob and I had already kind of started the wheels in motion to start this project. And we already had Bug, our bass player, in place. Like, we knew he was going to be the bass player, even though we hadn't gotten together yet because we had just been friends with him for a long time. But we had to find a singer. And we actually held auditions. And Cryssie came down, and it was just, we didn't even bother doing anything after that. It was just, you know, it was pretty much set in stone from the first time she came and sang with us.
Wow. So have you guys been performing a lot then?
We have, the last 4 or 5 weekends, I think we've only had 1 weekend off, but
Wow.
yeah. And we're doing openers right now, you know, we're doing one set before, you know, the main band goes on.
Yeah,
but
we just don't have enough material to do a full
Yeah.
show yet. We're still working on it,
we're
but we
still
have
working
to
on it.
quick get that in place because.
But I guess it's hard to get new material if you're performing now
Well,
already all
we go-
weekend.
We practice twice a week. I mean, I drive up from State College. That's where I'm
Wow.
from. I drive up from State College twice a week, and you know, we go through as many songs as we can get, and we tighten them up. And
When you say you drive up to where are you based?
McAdoo. Yeah, we actually practice in my garage actually in McAdoo,
Hmm.
and so